What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. If you click it, you become a member. All you got to do is try recommend movies and music and trailers for me to react to. So click the link. Don't forget to like this damn video so you help the video move. Now, with that being said, we're here today to review a Shudder exclusive Christmas Bloody Christmas. This movie is directed and written by Joe Begos, who has not done much. It stars Ry- um, Riley Dandy, Sam Delich, John Ray, Dora Madison, amongst other unknown actors and actresses. It's funny enough that this movie was pitched to be a remake of the Silent Night Deadly Night, but it was rejected because it steered too far away from the original continuity of what Silent Night Deadly Night was. So the director slash writer kept continuing developing it and writing it, and here we have this movie about an animatronical killer Santa Claus, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. It's funny because the director talks about how he wanted to mix Silent Night Deadly Night with Terminator, and I mean, I got those vibes while watching this movie, but let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. So, quick synopsis. Basically, there's this drunken bar owner who's having a night with her employee, and they just so happen to run across a animatronic Santa Claus that's been recalled because I guess there's been some sort of like issue with it, and because of that, this Santa Claus starts going on a rampage and killing people. Easy plot, right? So let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. What I did like is the kills. Kills in this movie were fun. You could tell that some of them were practical. The music in the movie was fantastic as well too. It had a really excellent score, and I liked how the characters were actually music heads. Like they genuinely like music. They collected vinyls. They worked in a vinyl store, and it really felt like some of the conversations that they were having felt like real conversations that were happening with people that arguing about movies and music and things like that. Like that seemed like a legit conversation. Like I said, the idea of it is really cool. Animatronic Santa Claus running around killing people, even though the idea has kind of already been done already, because I believe there's a show called Creeped Out, which is kind of like a new age Goosebumps type thing. And in one of the episodes, they have an animatronic Santa Claus is trying to kill these two kids that snuck into the mall or something like that. Um, the idea of the movie, like I said, is pretty fun, but that's kind of where the compliments are going to end. The movie at the beginning really drags. I mean, although the dialogue does feel authentic, it does feel like a drunken dialogue that some people would have. It comes off as very too much. Like it really comes off like way too much, and it bores you the first 30 minutes of the movie. Like there's just this related to nothing dialogue throughout most of the movie, and it's like I guess he tried to go like a Quentin Tarantino route. It's just that because you know how Quentin Tarantino has like this dialogue, very dialogue driven scenes, and sometimes it can feel like it's about nothing, but at the same time, like it's really like interesting. They're engaging in interesting conversations. That's not what we have here. A lot of the conversations are very dry. They're about this girl's sex life. They're about the partners that she picks, and things like that. And the conversations get really dull and repetitive over time, and there's ideas introduced into it, and you're just like, where's this going, right? And it leads up to like the most cliche climactic moment between those two. um I will say though, when the kills start picking up, they do pick up once the killer Santa Claus kind of like reveals itself. That's when the story starts to pick up, and that's when it kind of keeps its pace towards the end of the movie. I will say I wasn't really digging the lead actress. Like at first she wasn't really bothering me, but throughout the movie, like her screaming and her screeching and just the way that she was, she annoyed the hell out of me after a while. Like I couldn't get behind her. I couldn't really like I, I didn't like her. It didn't make me want to root for her. Like I really didn't give a shit. I really thought it was a cool idea that there's just this rural area where like they don't really have a police station like that, or they don't have like a police force. And it's like as soon as that first wave of support is gone, like the town is basically completely like at the mercy of whoever is like causing torture and mayhem. I thought that was also a cool idea. But damn, dude, I'm gonna just tell you, this Santa Claus could take a damn beating. I don't know what this company created, what they made that man out of, but they must have made that man out of Wolverine's adamantium or T'Challa's vibranium or something. Because this dude took a hell of a beating. I mean, he took one hell of a beating. But also the third act in a way kind of feels like it drags. They do this very very cliche thing where it's like, okay, like, you know, oh, every sun shines and rainbows and everything's better, and then this happens, and like it's just they use that false hope cliche continuously in this movie. It happens repetitively, and after a while you kind of lose like you become numb to it. You know, you kind of start to see what's going to happen next. When you do that like maybe once or twice, that's fine, but then once you do it like 4 times, 3 times, that's when it becomes a little bit too repetitive, and it's just like, okay, wrap the story up already, you know. um Overall, like, as a Christmas horror movie, it's pretty decent. If you go in for it just for the kills, I would like recommend like maybe fast forwarding the first 30 minutes and you're not going to miss anything at all. Like, at all. Like, you can probably paste together like what the hell you missed out on. It's not very like, whatever happens in the first 30 minutes is not essential to the essential to the plot. So it's not like something that you have to really like hang your hat on and pay attention and digest. So here on the Cinema Chop Shop, we grade movies in 3 ways. Count them 3 ways. Either you get bodied and sent to the bowels of hell, and I tell you your movie was basura, or I tell you, you know, it was meh, mas o menos, mediocre, mid-grade, mid-range, all that good shit. Or I tell you movie spared, and I'm like, yo, y'all need to like stop what you're doing. Go ahead, jump on the Shudder app and go ahead and watch this damn movie. I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a big fat meh.
Not quite my tempo.
Not impressed.
But it can be better.
Mediocre.
Meh.
But the TV gave me the impression that...
We said meh. M-E-H. Meh.
Yeah, you heard it, folks. I'm giving this movie a meh. The reason why I'm doing this is because although the first 30 minutes are not entertaining, and although it's like not much to look at and it's very boring, after that the movie picks up and it's very fun. You know, this is not some movie that you're gonna go. I would not recommend going to the movies to see this movie. It is playing in theaters, by the way, but I would recommend watching it online if you have the opportunity to. It's good for like a quick rental. But it's not something that I would pay like movie prices for unless it was like a $2 movie theater or something like that. If you have the opportunity to rent this movie, I would say go ahead and do it. It's a fun little Christmas horror movie, but it's nothing like over the top or amazing, like I said. But it was cool that they had the practical effects. Some of the dialogue is really good, but then it becomes very repetitive and overused throughout the film. But like I said, once the movie picks up, it's great. The music selection in the movie is also terrific as well too. So shout outs to them. I like the idea that, you know, it had a little homage or a little nod to Silent Night, Deadly Night. That was really cool. But outside of that, like I said, I can't really say that this movie is amazing. You know, I expected a lot more from it based off of the trailer, but you know, you get what you get. You know, this is a Shudder exclusive, so you know, those are usually hit or miss. So you know, that's what we got. So let me know in the comment section down below, what did you guys think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please don't forget to make sure that you like this video, because you know, it helps the video move. It helps with the algorithm on my channel. You know, we're trying to build over here, and that's it. So you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Hope you guys having a magnificent day. Adios, homies.